Alright, so you're wandering through the internet. Entertainment levels are low. You both are about to die of boredom. What do you want to do?
I look for a cool new podcast.
Yeah, and I assist. Alright, give me an investigation check. Oh yeah, and roll with advantage.
Bond's Journal, page 60. We met a halfling on the road named Vordana, who decided to travel with us to town. In town, we restocked our supplies in preparation to continue onward. We stayed the night at a local inn, and during the night, our horses were attacked by trolls. After a successful defense, we were informed that the trolls come from the Evermoors and have been attacking at a much higher frequency as of late. We will probably head out there to deal with these trolls and figure out what is really behind their migration into town.
So that was last week.
We lost Bill.
Lost Bill?
Was it Bill?
That's fine.
I think it was Bill, yeah.
We lost Pony Bill.
Yep, and then
I don't need Bill.
No tears for shed.
oh, he's not like
I'm an artificer. I like magical items. Maybe a little more than
Bill was not magical. He did not have the jazz hooves.
I feel pretty bad though, because I didn't save all the horses.
So, how much would it cost to get Bill dressed?
Dress? I mean, are you donating the meat or are you wanting to pack it?
Well, Kyo's wanting to pack it.
Okay.
Pony is like horse, but more. It's like the difference. It's like the difference between mutton and lamb.
Okay. All right.
At least in Kyo's head.
I would say
He
probably
doesn't realize that they're not young horses. Maybe.
He might already be pre-cooked.
Yeah.
I'd say probably a silver piece would do. That'd prep all the meat and get it ready. You could spend 2 silver and have it all salted and
Okay.
Ready for the road.
2 sides of salted Bill.
Salted Bill turkey.
That with it being a pony, we can say that would be like, I don't know, we'll call it 15 days of rations. So I mean that's a lot of friggin' meat.
Yeah.
That's a ton. Okay, so directly in the morning, you're approached by the law of the land, or Tamerlane. Tamerlane, if you remember, she bought up the calling horns. But anyway, she basically brought this town up, and she has a mission for you. She says, now, as of recently, we've been experiencing a lot more troll and orc attacks, and I fear that something's going on in the Evermoors that might be driving these beasts out. I'd be willing to write you guys a letter of recommendation if you'd like.
I grab out a piece of paper and pen.
Okay. She starts writing it out, and she takes the time and puts her touches on it and then seals up the letter, and she holds it in front of you and says, now you'll be receiving this when you get back. She says the Evermoors are about half a day's travel north, and I would be very careful. It's a very dangerous area.
Is this considered swampland?
Oh yes.
May I leave my horse in your charge?
Yes, in fact, I would highly recommend you leave anything that you don't direly need. Horses, carts, we'll make sure that it stays here. And because of your efforts last night, I'll waive all the fees. We'll house them. After about 5 days, though, they're mine. I can't believe that anybody would survive the Evermores more than 5 days.
Over my dead body.
I think that's kind of the point.
My guy's not too bright.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get sidetracked. Would it be alright to extend that to 10 days?
I would be willing to wait for 10 days if you leave me 5 gold pieces, and I will give them back as a security deposit. But if you don't come back, I have to feed those horses for 5 more days.
Here, take 50.
All right. She
This is how
takes
he-
the pouch from you.
This is how he ends up 100 some gold.
Yeah. Yeah.
I expect my deposit back.
Oh yeah.
And Driftwood needs a bucket of ale a day.
The finest ale.
The finest ale.
That's what I think say, though.
Yeah. And she weighs out the bag and she pockets it. She doesn't even count it. And she goes. She says, "All right, off with you. I got things to do. I need to get the 9 prepped and ready for any more attacks that might happen. Especially with you all trouncing through the Evermores. I wouldn't be surprised if you kick out a few more things."
You watch our horses until that money runs out.
Will do. So, you guys start to leave. What do you guys want to do? Anything purchase-wise, or what all do you want to bring with you? Yeah.
So I take off my tabard. I do keep my floppy hat
Okay.
because I imagine sun gets through. Are the Evermores more of a marsh or a swamp?
It's a swamp, and
So
it's
there's trees?
thick. It is very.
So then inside I don't expect a lot of sunlight then. Burn through.
From the tales you're hearing, asking around in the inn, the Evermores is a fairly dark place. It's not a place that the sun shines.
Okay.
How much would it cost for me to get some like dark outerwear to cover my dragon guard breastplate? I don't want any metallic showing. Like I'm looking for dark green or dark brown.
Yeah. You can definitely find it at the general store. It's gonna cost you 1 gold piece.
Would Tamerlane be willing to watch Nymeria as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that would be included in the cost.
And then, can I get another 300 gold of diamonds? Would that be in the town, you think?
No,
No, okay.
no. You might be able to find 1 diamond.
No, that's fine.
But that would be like someone's family heirloom type thing.
No, that's fine.
Anything else? No? So you guys pack up your provisions for the adventure, and as you're doing so, you're just starting to walk out the inn, and Vordana, she comes like running down the stairs, and her little feet can't go fast enough, so she jumps up on the railing and like slides down, and she lands right near you guys, and is like, "You weren't going without me, were you?" "You were, weren't you? Well, I want to go. There's probably good information to be had, and the masters probably want to know about whatever's going on in the moors."
Meanwhile, Kyo's splitting this stuff up.
Uh-huh.
Things to eat, things not to.
Okay.
And what about that guy Staravash?
Oh, he's coming.
Oh, he's coming? All right.
I thought we were going to leave him back guarding the wagon.
Nah, he's coming. This could be good hands-on practice.
Get the intern some training, some real world
my
experience. Is that what Starvash is going to become, the intern?
Oh my god.
Starvash, coffee.
An intern.
He's a sub-employee.
He's an apprentice. Or not.
Which is DMD for intern.
No.
I'm joking.
All right. So,
Intern is Acquisitions Inc. for apprentice.
And they don't last long.
No.
not at all. All right.
I mean, Starbash might not either, but
So Vordana, she's all geared up and she's like a dog waiting for a car ride. Like she's antsy to go. She's very excited. So you guys head out, start traveling north, going across these hills. They start to flatten out this grass. And
10 days worth of rations.
what's that?
We took the 10 days worth of rations, though, I imagine,
Yeah.
in the bag of holding.
Okay. You guys,
Sorry.
no, that's all right. So you guys are, these lands are flattening out, and they start dipping downward. And so you travel about half day's march north of town. The trees start to become more common in these grassy, rolling hills that move towards flat lands. In the distance, you spot what you can only assume is the Evermoors. Thick, old, twisted trees loom over the gray-blue grass with a backdrop of soup-like fog. The fog has a greenish tinge to it. You hear birds in the trees and owls hoot from deeper in the thick wall of nature. A strong smell of sewage, rot, and muck sweeps over you as you get close enough. A gust of wind blows at your back and into the moors, but the fog does not waver. Trudge into the moors.
While we're walking along, can I chant? I'd like to hear what the owls are talking about.
Okay.
If they're talking about us approaching, or
Okay. Yeah. Most of the chatter is communication about where prey is and stuff like that. Are you able to communicate with them? Are you trying to ask them questions about
I'm just
what's
listening
around?
in.
Okay.
I don't want to talk to them. I want to understand.
Okay. A lot of it has to do with just prey locations and stuff like that. Some squabbling about area and boundaries, territories. You guys travel deep into the moors. It takes the other half of the day, and you bed down.
All right. I am casting every hour or so as a ritual. I'm doing comprehend languages just in case.
Okay. All right. And how do you want to bed down? Do you want to light a fire, or do you want to? I don't know. Is there anything you guys want to do particular about camping? Vordana suggests sleeping in the trees.
That's not a bad thought.
I was going to suggest that myself because I climb a tree that has a nice branch
Okay.
nearby, and I bury Hugh into the wood and
Let
basically
go of it.
let go of it
Yep.
so that I can actually be at ease. But I stay within an arm's reach of the handle.
Okay. All right. Does anybody else climb up into the trees?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to climb it higher than anyone else,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
and I'm going to show off while I climb.
Uh-oh.
Can I use acrobatics?
Yeah. Yep, that's fine.
Strength acrobatics. Yeah, so 15.
15.
So I'm flipping.
Yeah, you're very proficient moving up these trees. Everybody's quite surprised how well you can climb through these.
Everybody ignores it.
He must be one of those tree kobolds.
I take Staravash up a tree, tie him to the branch that we're standing on,
Okay.
and then we jab.
Oh, you start sparring, so like a safety line.
Yep.
Okay.
Just on him though.
Oh, just on him.
I'm free
Okay.
to fall.
Okay. So you guys,
Bond.
you guys start sparring.
Bond has
Yep.
slippers of spider
Roll.
climb.
What am I rolling?
You are rolling to attack.
23.
23. Yeah, you strike him, and he's like, "Is that what you got? I got a new move for you." And he takes a step forward and feints with his left hand and brings around a haymaker with his right, and he strikes you, and it kind of like it stumbles you. Make a dex check. Athletics or acrobatics, if you'd like.
23.
That was almost bad. Yeah, you're able to steady yourself and you don't fall. This continues on for as long as you require for his training.
Probably about an hour.
Okay.
I let out a little cheer for Bond because this is cheering me up.
Yeah.
It's letting me get some of the depression that anxiety from Hugh has been giving me.
Right. Yeah, and Vordana's having a time with it too. So the
How many miles are we from the edge of the Evermoors?
you guys are about 12 miles in.
Okay.
One day's travel pace normal speed is 24 miles, so half that day is 12 miles.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's still much too far for me to send the familiar to go check on supper. I forgot to tell him to be a good boy.
Oh.
I'm very worried.
So you guys sleep for the night, and
Well, we're going to take watches.
yeah. What you want to do? The standard 10's doing 4, and then everybody else taking 1 hour watch.
That sounds good.
I'd like to go on the last watch.
Okay.
I'd like to go one of the middle of the night ones.
Okay.
So I'll go right after 10.
I'll go last.
I'd like to tie up a rope to around a branch.
Right, he said.
Yeah. You got second to last.
Second last. Sorry.
I'll take first watch.
All right.
Why not?
Alright, so first, second, third, fourth,
Yep.
and fifth.
Yep. And so you guys, I'm sorry. What did you say?
I'm about 40 feet up,
Uh-huh.
and I've tied my rope around the branch, and I've created sort of like a cinch
Okay.
in case I need to get out of the tree quickly.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
After he falls asleep, I'm going to attempt to steal his cloak and make a hammock out of it.
Okay. All right. Go for it.
Okie dokes.
Yep.
Is this he's got
This
my
will be
passive
yeah,
perception?
Yep. So
Oh,
you gotta
that's
beat
gonna
his
be easy.
passive
Alright, so I'm going to...
stealth probably. Well,
Oh,
you
this
gotta
is-
get over there first.
So
Do you
I-
want to climb down and then go to his tree?
Well, how
and
far is
climb
his
up?
tree from my tree?
40 feet.
40 feet.
Yes.
And the branches, how close do they get at the closest?
If you were to go out on the really droopy branches, they would. You might gain 20 feet.
20 feet? Okay. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out on the droopy branches.
10 feet on each side. So
I'm going to go out on the droopy branches. I'm going to misty step over his droopy branch. Because this is before bed.
Do I feel? Does my character feel movement?
do a stealth.
Like that should do some movement on my branch.
I'm pretty stealthy. Come on, roll up. 16.
16 beats it. Yep. So Kenyon is just like.
And I do that back, and then
Okay.
sleep on it. I'll give it back in the morning.
So you use you use the arms to tie up a hammock.
Yeah,
So that,
I only
okay.
weigh like 25 pounds. I'm not going to damage
No, not at all.
I want to be comfy.
Oh my gosh.
So,
And I get my spells back when I go to sleep.
yeah. All right.
But again,
So,
and on my watch, I'm going to shave some bark and make a training tool for Nymeria.
okay. What?
In hopes that I can talk my way into training her.
Okay. What? Describe this training tool.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some bark
Okay.
off a branch. I'm going to braid it, and I'm going to look around to see if I can find a bat or something to kill and get the fur of.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I'm going to put that on the end of it, and then I can,
Drag it around.
Little
Like my
cacti.
rabbit's foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, I'm going to. I saw Kinney in training,
Yep.
and I think it's a good idea, and I want to train
Okay.
too.
All right.
That's for another night.
Yeah. All right. So,
Gotta be 7.
first watch was Manette, and all is quiet. The woods are awfully eerie, though. You all have this feeling of ancient evil around you.
That's fun.
It's a very spooky swamp. But everything is fairly quiet for your watch. The next 4 hours after that for Tin's watch is also quiet. But Tin, it's quiet in the sense that there's no battle or anything going on. You do notice during your watch, though, Bon is kind of stirring in his sleep. Bon, you have a dream. You have a dream of Eifer. It is a dream of being captured, like the day, but it's slightly different, right? The difference is the stone giant that stole him away is it's taller, it's bulkier, it's just different. It's like an embellishment, right? And you start to see flashes of traveling to this floating city, and then all these weird, like, different colored glass pieces wrapped in brass. It almost looks like those Benjamin Franklin, like, spectacle things. It looks a lot like that, right? So there's these colored pieces of glass, and Eifer is, like, bound to this table, and they're hovering over him, and this cloud giantess is moving them around and is chanting. You feel very scared at this point. This mechanism looks very odd. It's got, like, drills. It's got it looks like really pointy hooked parts. It's very odd. Then you have another flash, and it's the flash of the dragon that you've seen in previous dreams. This dragon's being tortured, and you have another flash, and this time it's you're running through the woods, and you're stumbling, and branches are hitting you in the face, and you're sloshing through this muck and stuff, and then you stumble into this like it almost felt like stone. You just smacked right into it, and it's cold, and you start to look up, and you wake up. When you wake up, it is the end of Tim's shift. So the rest of what's that? He's fourth. Okay, so you wake up, maybe check on Stairvash, and he's sleeping just fine. The rest of the night goes nice. It's a very quiet night.
Until I wake up.
Until you wake up. What happens when you wake up?
Oh God, there's a kobold.
I wake up, notice that my cloak that I recently purchased is gone,
Yeah.
and I look around.
Yep. You see little baby kobold, like, just swinging in the wind.
Is Kyo in a tree by himself?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, way up there.
So I laugh to myself and slide down the trunk
Okay.
and approach his tree trunk, and I swing Q.
Okay.
That's
All right.
okay. This is actually going to be all right.
Yeah.
I swing Q again.
Sugar. You start felling the tree? Okay, so you're taking large chunks out of this tree.
While chuckling to myself.
Yeah.
And
Your orcish chuckle.
And I'm way up in there,
Yeah.
and I sleep like a stone, and I have a low passive anyway.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So
Would we be woken up by this?
Oh yeah, you'd hear this.
Okay.
Yep.
his
Yep.
His watch is right after my watch, right?
He's the last.
Yeah, he's last watch. So it's just cresting dawn. Your trance is being disturbed at this point. Like you're sitting there like meditating, and you just like look an eye open, and you're like. and you see him, and he's chuckling to himself, hacking at this tree, and
I start snoring.
Yeah, Kyo doesn't notice anything, and the tree starts to.
At which time I would wake up.
Yeah, and so you wake up as it starts to fall.
And featherfall.
All right, nice.
But as I featherfall, I
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, parachute
you
it.
parachute down with the thing.
Mary Poppins!
Mary Poppins, yo. Nice, very good.
I jump out of my tree and slam into the ground next to Kinian, and I say, "What the blazes are you doing, man? We're in the middle of the Evermore, and you're just gonna chop down a tree?"
Cloak.
okay. I was just borrowing it.
Next time ask.
You were sleeping.
I give him a little shove.
Yep.
Does he fall over?
And you just kind of like shamble off, like, oh man.
All things considered, though, it was a good night's sleep.
Yeah. Other than that, it's a very good night's sleep. Vordana also woke up and is just kind of like chuckling to herself, like this group, and when everybody wakes up, you notice that Kinian and Vordana are sharing a meal. And Vordana is like whipping up this fantastic looking meal for everybody. She decided to start up a fire and cook up what she had. And she's got all sorts of different like pheasant eggs and bits of rabbit and stuff like that. And so you guys get a good hearty meal out of this morning.
I do the, what's that, what you doing sort of thing.
Yeah.
And are there any, like, tufts of fur or anything from the rabbit? Because I've got this, bark.
Oh, yeah.
bond
Yeah.
Woven.
Mm-hmm.
I need something to put on the end.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, there's leftovers.
I try to, so I know no one's looking.
She's
And Nate,
Everybody
Yeah.
is looking directly at you while
like,
you...
you could have just asked. Do you want the fur, Kobold? Okay, you can have it.
Careful, he might take your cloak when you're not looking too.
After breakfast, you guys keep heading deeper into the Evermores. You guys, at the end of the second day, you guys are starting to do the same thing, bedding down in the trees, and Kinian hands off the cloak.
Kyo smiles.
Yeah.
I'll just find him with it later anyhow.
And off in the distance,
Kyo spits in his hand and sticks it out to
yeah.
like it's a deal.
Um,
Seeing as that's something he learned.
Yeah. Off in the distance, as you guys are starting to bed down, you see, or you hear this lone noise at first. It's like a... And then you start hearing more of it.
Perception. Is it supper?
No, it's definitely not supper. It sounds a lot like your worst enemy, owlbears.
I try to climb higher in the tree.
All right, make a not athletics, acrobatics.
Yeah.
The tree's starting to get like super bendy where you're at now.
Okay.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
14?
14, I'll give it to you. Yeah, you're able to get up higher. You're for information's sake, you are gonna be about 100 feet into the air.
Alright.
Um,
I'm shaking.
yes.
What's everybody running from? What are you afraid of, Gio?
Owlbears!
And when he says that, one owlbear comes tromping through and starts sniffing where you guys have been walking.
And, I'm like, watch out, they can fly!
And it like snaps its head up to you.
I brace myself to dodge from its laser beams.
Yeah. Yes. And it starts sniffing around each one of the trees, and then it lets out another hooting howl. And when it does, 3 more join it, and they start climbing the trees.
Am I 40 feet up?
Yes. Everybody roll initiative, please.
Roll good.
Oh no.
So, the owlbears start to climb. They are 40-foot speed, so they make it to you, Kinian.
All of them?
Well, one of them does. One's climbing
The one
your
that's
tree.
climbing your tree.
Yeah, one's climbing. So, we're gonna assume that everybody's in their own trees other than Servash and Kinian. Or Bon.
And climbing doesn't cause them any penalty?
Nope.
There's spider climb?
They're
have
bears
climb
and
speed.
owls.
They're good.
They're used to trees.
Okay.
Yeah. They're like black bears. Or brown bears, whatever one's like.
Who do I
big
see
and-
near me?
Keo is way up in the air, 60 feet above you. Bon and Staravash isn't too far away from you, and about 40 feet laterally. And then same goes for Manette and Tin.
Is there an owlbear on the ranger's tree?
Yes, and she is about 40 feet because you guys would have made like almost like a circle. You guys would have probably picked a tree that was close to your neighboring fellows.
Is she 40 feet from me?
Yes. Yep.
I would like to rage.
Oh, what's up?
Which trees are the owlbears climbing? Because you said there were
Right.
4.
Right. There's a bear on Kinian's, a bear on Vordana's, a bear on Bon, and a bear on Keo.
So what I want to do is approximate about 25, 30 feet of the rope in my hand,
Uh-huh.
and I want to jump away from the ranger, off the branch, pendulum swing, and release, and fly at the owlbear in the ranger's tree and try to tackle it out of the tree.
All right. Sure. Go for it.
What do I need to roll?
You need to roll a athletics or acrobatics.
I'll take athletics.
I like that, by the way.
14.
14 will do it, but you're not going to end up at the bear. You're going to be about 15 feet below it.
So I miss.
But you don't land on the ground. And that's the nice part.
Where am I?
You are on the tree 15 feet below Vordana. So you are 35 feet. Or, I'm sorry, 15 feet below 40 is 25 feet.
Can I climb to intercept?
I would say that swing is your movement. So you could double move, but you won't have an action.
Did the other bear take a swipe at me?
Yes, it did. Thank you. And it probably hit. Claw attack is a 23.
That's a hit.
That's a hit, for sure.
That's why I missed my
That's
swing.
why you missed, exactly.
3 off.
Yep. And that is going to be 12 points of slashing damage.
From below the owlbear.
Uh-huh.
So I'm at 25 feet.
Yep. Sure.
I say Verdana behind me, and I climb up and get in front of the owlbear.
Okay.
I use the rest of my movement to put myself between me and her
Okay. Sounds good.
to basically provide her an opportunity to escape.
Okay. Sounds good. Next is Bond.
Where's my owlbear located?
40 feet in the air with you.
I punch it in the face with air.
Okay, with air?
With air.
Alright, it needs to make a strength, right?
I think so. Let me double check. Yeah, strength saving throw.
And that is going to be a 12.
That is not enough.
Oh no! Let me gear up my d6s here. Oh. Holy shit.
It's 15 points of bludgeoning damage, and it gets pushed 20 feet.
Nice. That is awesome. 1 second. 15,
20
you said?
Up and away, right? Right? Angled up.
Yeah, up and away. No.
We'll just go straight.
Sure you can. 15 damage, you said?
Yeah.
They can fly!
With Fawn's assistance.
That's awesome.
That was good. That was real good.
Kyo gets more afraid seeing them fly.
Sorry.
No, you're
I
fine.
forgot I was looking for that.
Next, it's the laser beams.
Goddamn laser beam.
Make this happen.
Yeah.
I need laser beams in my life.
With frickin' laser beams for eyes. And then we're done. Okay. Alright, so 15, sorry. 15, and then 40-foot fall. Alright, so it falls and it's just like poof! And you hear like almost like a yelp come from it. And it lands prone. It looks pretty rough.
I use my move action to jump on it.
Oh shit. Okay. Alright. So, you use your move action to jump on it.
Yep.
You're in free fall.
Okay.
You take, and it takes.
Wait, I have to think about this though. I need to make a sense motive roll.
Okay.
Or like an insight.
Yep.
Do I realize what he's up to at a 15? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Because feather fall's a reaction.
Right. Yep. Exactly.
If I didn't
8
realize it was on purpose,
plus
I'd feather fall.
4 is
Oh.
12. Okay, 12 points of damage to you and 12 points of damage to it.
Okay. So Bond totally thought he was just magic when he heard the monks of old speaking of taking no damage from falling.
Mhm.
And when he lands, he goes, "Ooh!"
In Orcish, I go, yeah!
And like you land on it like both feet because you're taking the whole brunt, and it's just like, well done.
Is it dead?
It is not dead, but it doesn't look healthy.
You still have your bonus action, right?
Yeah, you still have your bonus
You can
action
coup
if
de
you
grace
like.
punch him.
I use my bonus action to kick him.
Okay.
You'd have advantage.
While he's down.
Well,
He's prone too.
yeah, you've got advantage.
That's 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll make it through his fur.
And 7 damage.
7 damage. He's just beating the Christ out of this. It was the most reckless thing I've ever seen. That's awesome. Next is Volty.
It's prone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's gonna charge over and
Rip it.
rip it to shreds. So has advantage.
Does it jump down?
It's not up in the tree.
Oh, it's not.
That's gonna be loud.
He's not gonna. He
Things
takes
evolving.
12 points of slashing damage,
12 points of slashing damage.
and then I get. It's already knocked prone, so with my pounce ability,
Yes.
he makes a save to be knocked prone. If he's knocked prone, I get an extra attack.
Yeah, you get
Just
the
gonna give it-
extra attack.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Pretty much prone figures get
Yeah.
just
Just gonna
boned.
go with it. That's a 13.
Meats.
Meat. He takes
Oh, max damage.
15 points of piercing as the giant
Is it the
saber
bite?
tooth. Yeah, it's
Nice.
the bite.
Yeah,
As
it just
the
like
saber-tooth bite.
rips into the flesh and just tears it just apart. It's gruesome. Bon is covered in sprays of gore. All right.
Talk to
Well done.
him. He can clean up your robe after.
Yeah,
They're
Keo will
making
take care
blood
of you.
attacks. No! I apologize to the fellow players. I'm not going to be very helpful this time.
No, it's totally worth it. It's totally worth it.
Because Keo believes everything he's heard about owlbears.
Tin, your turn.
Well, knowing Keo's fear of owl bears, I am going
In
to.
fact, Keo is now afraid that Bon is going to turn into an owlbear.
I'm going to attack the one that's on Keo's tree with guiding bolt and
No, that one dead.
a 24
We got that one.
hits. I'm assuming.
Yes. On
Okay.
Keo's tree?
Yeah, on Keo's tree.
Awesome. This is what. Oh, right. Thank you.
Oh wait. Yeah.
I forgot about her.
So. Oh, well, there goes that. Okay. So. 18 points of damage to the one on Keo's tree.
Minette.
The one that she just hit is kind of lighting up like a beacon now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shoot it.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Nice.
It's still the 13.
Yeah.
16 to hit.
Nice.
She's 17 points of damage, some of which is thunder, which I don't expect makes a difference for owlbears.
You're good.
They're immune to thunder.
They're immune to
Oh no!
They
And
shoot
damage.
lightning from their mouths. Of course they're immune to thunder.
Their hoops echo in the distance.
Like a thunder, yeah.
And then I reload.
Alright.
And I'm happy that none of the owlbears decided to climb up my tree.
Yes. You should be very happy. Alright. It is Vordana's turn. And Vordana pulls out her longbow and starts shooting. You see Vordana and like out the corner of your eye, and she pulls 3 arrows at once and just starts drawing back. She's holding the arrows downward in her hand that draws the string back, and she looses one on the one in front of you guys. And
'cause I
she's
tried
going to
turn
hit.
the halfling to show
Like
off.
you for a tiny figure.
Nice. Crits on the second. And then
Ken's just sitting over here waiting to hear
hits
crit.
on, hits on the third. So all 3 strike it, and it's just like shoot, shoot, shoot.
I'm just hoping that the owlbears
With like a
crit.
super tight grouping. This owlbear looks very rough.
Which one was that?
The one on hers. Yep, on Vordana's tree with Kenyon.
Thankfully, she wasn't at disadvantage because I got in the way.
she still did very well, even with disadvantage. All right, Bon. is not up. It's Keo.
Yeah, Keo. So Keo
Calm down, Bon.
Keo remembers that his glass staff can up people's armor class. So he quickens a charge from the glass staff
Okay.
to cast mage armor on himself using a spell point.
Nice.
And his armor class goes from 18 to 18.
From 18 to 18?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's a dragon sorcerer.
Yep.
It doesn't do it.
And then
You feel particularly powerful.
he feels a little better from that. And then he remembers that owlbears, their health regenerates like trolls. So he knows he needs to deal fire damage. And he's shaky. He's afraid he's going to miss. So he shoots at the tree below the owlbear.
Which one? The one on his tree?
On his tree.
Okay.
With a firebolt to light the tree on fire.
All right, and it's
And
been
that's his turn.
this is a particularly old and withered tree,
Yeah.
so it's starting to light up. Yes. And now Keo's starting to see like the outline of the owlbear in the fire, and it looks almost like the true demon form of these owlbears.
It's even more terrifying now.
But he knows it's a necessary evil
Right.
because it's the only way to kill it.
Just fight fire with fire. All right.
I know they're hellspawn, but it's weird the way the rules work.
So the one on Keo's tree climbs it climbs 80 feet. So it is at well, no, it wouldn't climb 80 feet because it was 40 feet up. It climbs up to Keo, and that's its turn. It takes him a double move.
These are large-sized creatures, and it was shaky for Keo, who's 25 pounds. Are they actually able to climb that high?
Let's see. Yes. At
Trees.
15.
The tree is bending.
Yeah.
And it is bending me towards...
Yes, towards the fire.
Towards Kinian's tree. The other owlbear, as it's on fire.
I like it. Yeah, it's like one of those cartoons where it's just like climbing up and it's starting to bend over, and
Keo's
as
no
it
longer
bends,
100 feet up in the air. He's
as
more
it
like
bends,
75.
it gets super close to the other owlbear. You're like you're
other
feeling
tree
like
owlbear.
out of the frying pan. And
Yeah, out of
into
the frying pan into the fire.
Yeah.
I feel if this owlbear falls off, Kyo's going for a ride.
That's okay. Keo's got feather fall. And Misty Step.
See ya.
Goodbye. All right.
Rocket.
Rockets busting up.
So the one on Kinian's tree starts climbing down
Thank
and
goodness.
attacks Bond.
What a jerk.
Even after a taste of the kin bait,
Of the
I'm
kinbait.
delicious.
Yes. Let's see here.
That much room?
Actually, yeah, well, it's only 40 foot in the air. Oh, right, but it's
gotta go
40
down
foot down and then over. So yeah, it closes the distance between you, between it and the tree, or whatever. Anyways, gets close to you and it gets close to Voltron. Next is the one on Vordana's, and that one is not happy about what just happened to it. It pecks at Vordana.
Volpe's big.
Oh.
Large size.
Who has cover because of you. So we're gonna say that because she's a small creature and you are not, she's got 3/4 cover. So a 11 does not hit her. I need you to make a dex check or a dex save.
18 decks.
18. Yeah. So you're able to like kind of brush her out of the way and move out of the way of the beak. The owlbear is now frustrated and swipes at you. And that is going to hit for a 20 something. 18 plus 7. And you take 10 points of damage, slashing damage. It is now Gideon's turn.
I'm raging.
Yeah.
And for my first attack, I'm going to grapple the owlbear.
The owlbear. Okay.
So contested athletics.
8.
I beat you. He is now grappled. I'm landing on him. He's going to be my big cushy pillow.
Okay, so you've got him grappled up, and
Yep.
you just kind of fall forward,
Yep.
right? And just and you are.
You're gonna land right next to Bond.
Bond, make a dex save.
11.
He inspires you as he's falling. He's like, look out!
Heads up!
12.
Nicely done.
Oh no!
All right, so thank you. So you take 12. So 12 to you, 12 to you, and 12 to the owlbear.
Everyone gets a 12.
And
Everybody gets 12.
And it's prone.
It is prone, yes, and so is Bond. You're not stuck underneath it though. You didn't fail it by 5, so
Okay.
I stand up and swing at him with my second attack.
okay. Sounds good.
Grapple counts as an attack.
Yep.
At advantage, so I'm... That'll hit. 8 damage.
8 damage. Nice. I like it. I like this method of taking out owlbears. Just kick them out trees.
It looked like it worked
land
for
on top of
Bond.
them. Yeah. I liked getting them out of the tree, but then you guys took it a whole nother level of jumping on top of them in the process.
They're weak when they're on the ground.
Yes. All right. It is now Bond's turn.
How do the 2 owl bears near you?
One's dead, and
The one Kinian brought is dead?
no.
Oh.
The one
the
that
first one,
Volti. Because only two owlbears have hit the ground. One that Bond killed,
And one climbed down.
So
oh, that's right. He
Bond.
looks fine. The other one looks rough.
the other one's rough and is prone.
And the third one
Yes.
that's dead and prone.
That's it. Just playing possum.
I stand up,
Okay, half your movement.
and then I swing, punch at
The prone one.
prone one.
All right.
Advantage, baby.
Yeah, but
We'll do each
because it is pretty far along. Let's
one hit at a time.
yeah, please.
Okay, first one.
Super crit. He rolled
Oh my
20.
God.
Oh my god!
All right.
7 sets of
I
dice.
will give you one more chance. You roll another 20, and we'll see what happens. Do it. Just roll another 20. Come on, Adam. Oh. And the world evens out. Okay, so you still hit.
That one's a
Freaking
one.
one.
For the listeners at home, that was a 1.
But he rolled double 20s before that. That was
Right.
Still crit.
If it's triple 20s, if you get that,
We
in
just
my
died.
games, if you roll 2 20s and you roll a third 20, and it based on situations, I will kill the beast outright. That is super hard to do.
Kill the beast.
First round in like a big boss battle.
Exactly. Well, yeah, you gotta leave
Funny
that
tie on that.
if situations
I know.
are right. Yeah.
15.
Don't want a mask of the skull situation.
So that's
so.
Oh, yeah.
17 damage from the first hit.
17 damage is dead.
We had the Tarrasque one-shotted once.
Oh, man.
No games.
So Bond
Yeah.
swipes down with his first hit and then goes and hits the one behind him.
Nice.
And it looks like he meant to do it.
Totally. At
Nice.
a 23.
Yeah, that hits.
8 damage. Curious as to what stops the staff in its motion. Bond swings around with his elbow and
Nice.
elbows the owl bear.
You're totally
Oh.
Magoo.
17.
17, nice. Yep, that hits. Magoo.
That's 5 bludgeoning.
Alright.
Did this one die?
Yeah. Yep, the first,
When I landed.
One
The one
attack.
Kinian dropped.
Yep.
Huggles.
Drop beard.
Knuckles.
I could have just pushed it, but no. Nope.
Guys, owl bears are weak against gravity.
Kyo while swinging on the tree, yells down, "Watch out! You need to put stakes through their heart." Come back to life.
All right, it is Voltron's turn.
Takes a swipe. Hits at a 15
Yep.
and does 11 damage.
11 damage. All right, fantastic. It is Tin's turn.
I'm gonna try guiding bolt again on the one that Voltron just hit.
Uh-huh.
And we'll see if it hits because that was a 13 to hit.
You hit.
Oh yeah, 13 does hit. Ha. And the dice. 13 damage.
13 damage. Here. Aw, Ben's doing like 5 apiece.
Well, I saw three. I saw 3,
Or
3, and like a
Bon.
1 at
Bon.
first. I saw the like 3, 3, and a 1. I didn't see the last one. I was like, dang it.
Ben's not
Oh,
really
wait.
doing damage because Kira's too afraid.
Next is Manette.
I'm gonna shoot the one that's lit up
Okay.
because I have link advantage. Oof. That's gonna hit. 14 damage.
All right. It is Vordana's turn. Vordana shoots at the one that's chasing Keo.
That's about to bite him.
First one hits. Second one misses wide. And then
never mind.
the third one hits.
They can't shoot arrows.
What's that?
So the owlbears, they can shoot arrows.
Wait, now I need to. Max damage on
More
one.
like ballistas.
Alright, that one looks rough as well. Keo's turn, yes.
Okay, so Keo, knowing there's an owlbear next to him, knows he needs to make drastic action. He sacrifices a spell point to give himself resistance from fire, because the bites may carry fire damage. He's not sure, but he
Oh my
thinks it might be true.
He
Then,
seems to recall hearing that somewhere.
then hurriedly he pulls out his bone scroll case and pulls out his darkness scroll, which itself turns into ash and darkness as he casts darkness on the branch that he's standing on.
Okay.
And then he leaps away blindly at the tree where Kinian was
Okay.
to get to safety.
Okay. Disadvantage.
Yeah,
Yep.
but it can't make an attack of opportunity because it doesn't know he's not there.
Okay.
And so that is an acrobatics of 14 or an athletics of 15, whichever you prefer.
Either one will do.
Okay.
So your athletics will be fine.
Okay, so he leaps
Yes.
onto the other tree, finishing his turn.
Nice.
And that's 25 pounds less weight on the tree. Hopefully that straightens a little bit.
it's like
Well, it's actually more like
yeah.
30 with the equipment I brought.
Watch out.
Oh
Heavy Keo over here.
Those extra 5 pounds.
Yeah, I'm not
boy.
carrying
Game changer.
Not carrying a lot of equipment, but
He's been having too many pudding pops lately.
Put in props.
maybe 40.
Nice. All right. It doesn't snap back like you would expect, but it
Well, Keo can't
starts
see
to
it.
raise.
It's
True.
20 feet of darkness.
It is.
He's using all
Their
his
turn.
magic items.
So the owlbear. Let's see. 1 second. Yeah, the owlbear will. That's on Keo's tree. Shimmies forward, and the tree starts to bend more. It is just on the other side of the darkness,
It's coming
and
by scent. I can hear it.
and it attempts to leap over to the nearest tree.
Which is
That tree is gonna snap like your wood.
yeah, that tree's on fire too.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's true. I forgot to do damage for that tree.
From the
So
darkness.
it goes up the tree more, right? So it starts bending, and as it bends, the tree starts to crack, and it starts falling.
It's coming for you, Keo.
but nobody can see it falling. Because
Well, the darkness globe is 20 feet. You can see the base of it.
You
Right,
but
You can hear
it
it,
was
too.
cast on the limb, so the darkness is going to move with the tree.
right. But
So
it's
we
just
see
that
the
limb.
globe of darkness
Yeah,
fall
moving.
with
Yeah,
the tree.
you can see the change in not being able to see. But yeah, so it starts falling, and let's see what cardinal direction it goes. Oh wait, that's sorry. Rolled a d6. There's not 6 cardinal directions.
I mean, realistically, it's gonna be falling this direction because that's the way it was bending.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. Okay, so it goes towards Keo, which is Kinian's old tree.
And out from the globe of darkness leaps a
Yeah,
demon owlbear.
Demon owlbear. It claws
So
to
there's
try
this
and grab
blackness
onto the tree.
encircled with fire.
Yeah, it claws to grab onto the tree, and it succeeds. It is 10 feet off the ground.
Okay, so it's down at the bottom.
Yeah. Yep.
I think, because I can't see.
Right.
It's the-
Yeah, there's a whole mess of stuff. And then there is one owlbear left. Outside of that, right? And that's down by. Okay.
On and Volty.
So the owlbear is going to attack at Bolty. At a 21.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna hit.
And it's going to take 15 damage. And then Bon, beak comes at you.
Warding flare.
Okay. Which does disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 15 plus 7 is
Enough to hit.
enough to hit you. So you take 13 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
Yep. It is
No.
Kinian's turn.
I drop my shield.
Now
Yep.
Bond's gonna
And
turn
I-
into an owl bear.
And I go to wrestle. Contested grapple.
Russell? Alright.
Not great.
9.
He is held by me.
Yes! Now what?
Nice double fives.
Nice double fives indeed. Now I'm going to smash him one-handed
Okay. With your axe?
with my axe because I dropped my shield for 12 damage, and
It is dead.
oh, it's gonna fall to the ground with him.
Well, you fall to the ground with the carcass.
With a carcass.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Do you take half your movement to stand up?
I remember what Kyo said, and I take a pitch and slam it into its.
Okay. Alright, sounds good. Bon,
Where's the other owl there?
10 feet off the ground on
just killed
Kyo's
this
tree.
one, right?
Yep.
On Kyo's tree?
Yep.
No, he's on what is
Oh,
Kinian's
sorry.
tree.
Sorry.
Well,
Kinian's
what was
old
Kinian's
tree. The same
Kyo's
tree as
new
what
tree.
Kyo's. Yeah.
Kyo's new tree.
I move closer to the tree.
Okay.
Then I
The globe of darkness, how much does that cover? Or is that further along?
That's further along.
Okay.
It won't be in this area.
I cast Gust of Wind
Okay.
at the owlbear.
Which does what?
Line of strong wind, 60 feet long and 10 feet wide, blast from you in a direction you choose for the spell's duration, which is 1 minute.
Okay.
Creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed on a strength saving throw. Starts its turn in the line.
I know it's the same thing
Oh,
at
okay.
all, but
Sorry.
if he's on the ground and the owlbear's alone in the tree,
You'll be alright.
behind it,
Yeah. No, you're
like
fine.
80 feet up, right?
No. He's just above it, about 15 feet. But even with that,
I
diagonal,
jumped straight.
it
I
won't
jumped
hit.
across, and it jumped across when the tree broke, which
Yep.
is a little further down.
Yep. So okay. Next is Volty.
It would be 80 feet up.
It is 10 feet off the ground.
And it's being buffeted by wind.
She's gonna prowl
Okay.
over here.
Oh no! It's trying to blow me down.
10. Those elemental owlbears you've heard of.
I remember the 3 pigs and the owlbear.
Sacred Flame, so it needs to do a dex save.
You're not in the brick tree.
I'm gonna say it's at disadvantage. It still succeeds because it's gripping for dear life in this wind.
Alrighty.
Rolled a 19 or a 20.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next is Minette.
I shoot it.
All right. Nice. Very
Didn't
nice.
even have advantage that
Crit
time.
sus.
Yeah.
Lots of dice.
Bit full of dice.
Yeah.
All my dice suck.
26.
26. It's totes dead.
And its carcass goes flying off.
Yes. it just ragdolls in the wind. All right. Hey everybody, it's Alan, your DM, and I wanted to say thank you from the cast and crew for listening to Roll with Advantage. We really appreciate it. If you feel like you want to support the podcast or even want to get on the podcast in all sorts of different ways, go ahead and check us out at Patreon, patreon.com/Roll with Advantage. We've got all sorts of different support structures that have got fun little things for each of the levels. If you can't support monetarily, comments and subscriptions go a very long ways. So if you could comment in iTunes or on YouTube, that would help out the podcast so much. We also love to interact with our fans. If you use the hashtag Roll with Advantage on Twitter, or you can post in our subreddit, we will be happy to engage with you guys. It's a super fun way to get to know some of us, and you get to ask questions about your favorite characters, or about the world, what's going on in the background, stuff like that. We also want to say a big thank you for Incompetech.com and BattleBards for letting us use their music and sound effects. They do a fantastic job, and I highly suggest you guys go check them out. Just beautiful work from everybody there. For a full list of the pieces we use, go ahead and check out the description, and you'll find it there. So, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week. Bye!